Lisa Houseman here, and welcome to my Cool Blonde training video. I'm going to introduce some new product offerings as well as some new techniques that we're going to stir up a little excitement today. Now that it's spring, what are we seeing in trends? Ash blondes, silvers, clear whites. This is such a bold and beautiful look. Global has added some new techniques to follow this trend. So say goodbye to ombre and hello to shading. The coolest new way to create a sexy lived-in look. Soft shadows add dimension and give color a raw edge. Goldwell has 4 new additions. Natural shading, multi-shading, soft shading, and deep shading. Now we can create perfect blonde results with Top Chic High Lift Blondes, Top Chic Neutralites, Silk Lift Control, Illumine, and Colorants. Let me introduce the new product offerings used to create these looks. So let's start with the 11 series. The 11 series is a highly pigmented series. What this means is we get a lot of control on our darker levels 5 through 8. On natural hair, we get 4 levels of lift. Blonding Cream and Blonding Cream Ash may be added for an additional 1 level of lift. It is mixed 2 to 1. And the new colors are 11 Pearl Beige and 11 Silver Neutral. They lie right in the middle of the spectrum here. They're not going to give you as much control as your 11A and your 11V. And a little more control than your 11G and your 11B. Now compare this to our 12 series, which gives us a finer pigment and more lift. On natural levels, we can get 5 levels of lift. Blonding Cream and Blonding Cream Ash may be added for an additional half level. It is mixed 2 to 1, and it is used on levels 5 through 8. Next will be our Top Chic. We have 2 new additions to our blonde collection in our Top Chic. We have 9MB Jade Blonde and 8CA Cool Ash. They're going to give us a little more control. It just gives you a little more of a neutral look. Colorants has 9MB Jade Blonde and 8CA. So now we can touch up and color balance with our Top Chic and Colorants line. And this is our Colorants Express Toning. Our Express toners are applied to decolorized hair, levels 9 and 10. And we have Champagne, Cream, Silver, and Icy. Icy will give us a little bit more control than what Silver, so it just gives us another addition to layer upon that trend of the cool blondes. Next, let's talk about Silk Lift. Silk Lift Control delivers powerful lift and toned results in a single step. With its anti-yellowing system and intralipid technology, we can reduce damage up to 25%. With 7 levels of lift, now Silk Lift Control, we can achieve neutral blonde results with counteracting warmth in 2 tone variances. First, our Silk Lift Control Ash. This is recommended for levels 6 through 8. Next, we have our Silk Lift Control Beige. This is recommended for levels 5 through 7. We have 2 scoops with our Silk Lift Control. Our Silk Lift Control is mixed 1 scoop of Silk Lift Control Ash or Beige with 3 pumps of our Essential Tone Stabilizer. For a smaller batch, They offer us now a small scoop, which is 8 grams and 1 pump of your Essential Tone Stabilizer. Wonderful thing about the small scoop is it can be customizable by adding Silk Lift Control Ash or Beige to your Silk Lift Strong formula. Here is where the size of the small scoop becomes useful. Just add 12 mLs of your 10, 20, or 30 volume developer per small scoop. When you are adding it to your Silk Lift Strong, we do not need the Essential Tone Stabilizer. So when we are customizing our Silk Lift Control, we know to add 1 small scoop to our batch of our Silk Lift Strong and add 12 mLs of our 10, 20, or 30 volume developer to our Silk Lift Strong batch. And we are mixing. You get the consistency just about right. Go a little bit further. Just keep on mixing a little bit more to get that pigmentation distributed evenly in the batch. Now let's recap everything I covered. I introduced the new colors: 11 Silver Natural, 11 Pearl Beige, 8 Cool Ash, 9 Jade Blonde, in the colorants and the top cheek lines. We also have the 9 and 10 Icy in the Express Toning, as well as introducing today Silk Lift Control Ash and Beige. Now I am going to demonstrate one of the natural shading services. This is a soft, progressively layered transition of depth and tone. I will use a back-to-back foil technique, gradually blending 3 colors into each other, creating a sophisticated transition of blonde shades. Now that we have our 4 sections, we are going to start on the nape to just above the ear. We are going to apply 8 CA and 20 volume and just tap that in at the roots. And then we are going to do 8 CA and 30 volume and blend that from the mid-length to the ends on this bottom quadrant. I'll pull that through a little bit. I am taking our 8 CA and 30 volume and blending it through. We have applied our 8 Cool Ash to our nape section. I'm going to take down a slice, and we are going to start with our natural shadowing technique. We will be taking slices, applying our 8 Cool Ash and 20 volume at the roots, our 11 SN Silver Neutral and 40 volume mid-shaft and ends, mid-shaft, and then on the ends we will be applying our Silk Lift Control and Beige, blending it through. This is our 8 Cool Ash and 20 volume, 11 Silver Natural, so I painted on our 11 SN. I I am just going to paint through a little bit of the Silk Lift Control in beige through the bottom section here. Just blending up and then layering another foil over top. Dropping another slice. Now this slice, we can alternate and vary how much of that 11SN we want in there. I'm going to pull a little bit more of the 8CA down a little bit further to vary that shadowing at the roots. Turn my brush and just blend that down a little bit further. With the 11SN, blending that up. And blending Silk Lift Control beige in the ends there. Layering foil over top. And then our third section, we'll drop another slice. And this one we will do 8CA and 20 volume at the roots. HCA and 30 volume through the mid shaft and our ends. So we are alternating between 3 variations of slices, working our way up through the head. We will be ending with 8CA. I'm just going to tap out the outline here. Last tiny little triangle at the top. I've just finished my full application of the natural shading technique, alternating between 3 different slices with different variations on each slice. We have set our timer and we will process her, and when she's finished we will bring her back and show you the end result. So we're back, and this is our finished look. Thank you for watching.